In the next 60 seconds, you're going to learn a lot about Excel. Let's say from Outlook, you get an email where you copy down all the email addresses that's present in the email. Select them all, go to data, and hit text to columns. Use delimited, which is comma, select comma, hit next, and click finish. These emails are transferred into each and every column. Then you select them all again. Then I simply Control-C copy, come to this cell, right click, go to paste special, and hit transpose and click OK. This is how I got the data now. Then I select it all, press Ctrl F, go to replace. I type $sign and $sign and replace with nothing. Hide, replace all. You get the name, first name and the last name. Now I replace everything with dot with a space. So I select it all again, hit Ctrl F, I type in dot and replace with space. Hit replace all. All the data is transformed. I come to this cell, type proper and select this cell and hit OK. This is converted into proper letter. We convert all the dirty data. You like the fact that Google knows more about you? Google keeps an eye on every move that you make on the internet and then bombard you with the ads of whatever you search on the internet. So I have found a browser that could help you with this situation, and the name of that browser is called as Brave browser. Let me show you how it works. Simply log on to brave.com/ADN318, which is my referral code. This website will open. Hit download Brave for Windows 64-bit. The great thing about this browser is that this is made by the team who have made Google Chrome, and this is based on privacy. And the company is so smart that each time you use Brave browser and you look at any ad, the company pays you in cryptocurrency in BAT tokens. Let me show you how many times I was being paid for it. These are my earnings from BAT tokens just for using the browser. Look at that. One BAT token is 14 cents. The link to download this browser in my video description. The count blank function in Excel. The count blank function will count the number of blank fields in a range of cells. So you come to any cell and type in equals count blank and then select the range. I select the range and then close the parenthesis and hit enter. It tells me that there are 6 cells which are blank. You can also count number of cells that are not empty. Just come and type in count A, open the parenthesis and select the range. Close the parenthesis and hit enter. 18 values that are not blank. Just like and follow for Excel tips. This is how you can create user form in Excel with search query. Suppose you have multiple columns, but for the sake of example, I'm just putting in 4 columns: region, ref, product, and unit. In order to create user form out of this, come anywhere here, right click, and hit customize the ribbon. Come to quick access toolbar, click on choose commands from, and select all commands. Come all the way down and select form and hit add. It will show right here. Then click OK. You will see the form icon right here on the top. Now you click on the form, it will show you the form. It will show you the form with the 4 columns: region, ref, product, and units. And now instead of manually entering the data here, you can come right here and click new and start entering the data. So you enter the data and just hit enter on your keyboard. This data is entered right here. And if you want to search any data, just click on criteria and just type region and hit enter and hit find preview. It will give you the data right away. Just like it. The network days function in Excel. The net work days function count the number of days between one date and the other. It takes into account the working days. If you type in the function equal network days, that takes start date, end date, and the holidays. So I'm just going to take start date and end date and end date and close the parenthesis, hit enter. It gives me the net working days of 11 days between these 2 dates. But since today is a Memorial Day holiday, so I'm going to take this into consideration as well. So I put another comma and include this day here and close it. Instead of 11 days, now it's 10 working days. Please like and follow for more Excel tips and tricks. That's how Google tracks each and every move that you make on the internet. Head on to myactivity.google.com. It shows you all your Google activities since the time you have joined Gmail or Google. It shows you the researches that you have made in the past couple of days, the videos that you have watched, and the links that you have clicked. Google tracks all this data and give ad personalization. So when you search something on Google, it starts targeting you based on your search terms. And the question is, how do you limit it? On the left, come to activity controls, come all the way down to ad personalization. This will be turned on. You have to turn it off. Google will show you a sad smile, but ignore it. And you can also delete activity by select any of the options that you like. For example, last hour. It will delete everything. So please be very careful what you search on Google and what you type on YouTube, because you are being watched. Analysis tool pack in Excel. The analysis tool pack lets you do the descriptive analytics on your data. Let me show how it's activated and how we can perform different functions on it. To activate, just go to File, hit Options, click on Add-ins, select Analysis tool pack and hit Go. And hit this Analysis tool pack, select it and hit OK. It will show on the Data tab all the way to the right corner, Data Analysis. Now let's apply it. Suppose I have this data. I click Data Analysis. It's a bunch of different options like correlation. It's giving options like correlation, covariance, descriptive, statistic. So let me select this and hit OK. In the input range, select the data. I select this data right here. Label in first row. I select New Workbook. I select Summary Statistics and hit OK. See the results I got. I got the mean, I got the standard error, median, mode, standard deviation, minimum value, maximum value, sum of it, total number of values. Slack and follow for more.
I'll give you two pieces of advice. I'd invest as much in myself as you can. I mean, you're your own biggest asset by far. I mean, you've got all kinds of potential. All the people in this room, you're lucky to be in this country, gotten a good education, but most people go through life using up a very, very small part of their potential. And so anything you do that invests in yourself, that's the best investment you can possibly make. And then I would follow my passion. I mean, whatever turns you on. You know, I was lucky. I found something early that turned me on. But you don't want to take a job just for the money. You don't want to take a job for an organization that you really don't feel good about, or work for people that you don't feel good about. You really want to be excited when you get out of bed every morning. And it won't necessarily be the job that you have 10 years later, but you'll be learning.
Work from home jobs part 1. You can head over to this website called listverse.com. And they have different topics that you can select and write for it. So if you want to be a writer, you can just come over to More tab and write for us. They have details of how to get published for free. You have to be present in one of these countries, and you have to write at least 10 items per list. If your content is good, they will publish it. And if it is not, they will send you an email saying that it's not accepted. And once you become a regular writer and you get a good following, then they start paying you and you become one of their staff members. And if you're not sure of what to write, just select one of these topics that interest you. Let's say I like this topic, I open it up. Just take a look at one of these articles and see if you can write something similar to this. Just like and follow for more. Work from home jobs part 2. You can head over to this website, rap.com. You can either get paid for transcription, $1.25 per minute. For captions, the same amount per minute. Or if you know a foreign language, $3 to $7 per minute. All you need to do is go all the way down where it says freelancers and sign up and become a freelancer with. They have a 3-step process. Number 1, take a quiz to demonstrate your English language and grammar skills. Number 2, submit a transcription or caption sample. And that's it. If you're approved, you'll be able to register and start earning right away. Let me know in the comments if you know any other online jobs that can help the community. How do you convert numbers into text in Excel? So how do you convert these numbers into this? For this, you need a developer tab right here. If you don't know how to activate that, simply press Alt F11. So when you press Alt F11, Visual Basic will open. So you simply need to go to the Insert module. So this will be empty. You need to copy and paste the code here. You get the code from this notepad file that I'm going to share the link in this video. Simply select all, copy the code, Control C, come back to Visual Basic and Control V, paste the code. Once it's pasted, simply close this, close Visual Basic and write any number. Now let's check if it's working. So write any number, come to the cell next to it and type in the formula equals spell number and select the cell and hit enter. There you go, it's working. Like and follow for more. Are you worried about your data and your privacy? And do you want to find a way to delete your data online on any website? This is how you can do it. Just head over to this website, justdelete.me. It gives you all these websites starting alphabetically. Let's say you want to delete your data on Facebook. You just click on Facebook. It's going to take you to the website of Facebook. Permanently delete your account or delete your data. It gives you the option. Or if you want to delete your data from Google, just go to Google and then it brings you this website on Google. You can personalize your data, you can hit account storage, and you can delete it. Just like and follow for more. This is how you can calculate due dates with the workday function in Excel. So I'm going to put the start date as today. And let's say I want to be reminded 7 days in advance. I use simple date math equals, select the start date, minus 7, hit enter. It gives me simple 7 days due date. But now I want weekend to be excluded. So I write here minus 7 and use the workday function. You need to select the start date and select due date. Close parenthesis and hit enter. It gives me the due date with working days. But now let's see if we can include weekends and holidays as well. So now for weekends and holidays, I'm going to put a date for the holiday which is 26th of May. I use the same example of minus 7 days and equals workday function. I select the start date and hit select minus 7, and then for the holidays I select this day and close it. So now instead of 19 I get 18. Just like and follow for more Excel tips and tricks. The stock market is filled with individuals who knows the price of everything but the value of nothing. Let's look at this guy, Bill Gates, and see if he has invested into the stocks that you guys can also invest in and make your own decisions. So let's take a look. Since Bill Gates is a close friend of Warren Buffett, that's why he has invested $11.5 billion in Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway. That is almost 52% of his portfolio. And his second most biggest investment is in waste management, $2.1 billion. That's almost 10% of his portfolio. Almost 7% in Canadian National Railways. Almost 6.4% in Walmart. 3.95% in Ecolab. Almost 3.5% in Crown Castle. Almost 2.4% in UPS. So does it mean he trusts Warren Buffett more than any of his stocks? Let me know in the comments. This video will surely blow your mind. Facebook has so much data on you that you can hardly imagine. I've just downloaded my own file and I was shocked to see the kind of data they have on me. You can check yours as well. Go to facebook.com/DYI. You can download your information by creating a copy of your data. Select all of my data, don't change anything, and click create file. Once the file is created, it will show the time you joined Facebook until as of now. This is the 2.18 GB file. And this file looks like this. It has every information about you. The location that you have shared, the messages that you have sent, the posts that you have liked, even the stories that you have shared which you thought will disappear after 24 hours. Let's take a look at stories and click on the first link. It will show the last story that I posted. The story I thought is deleted, which is already there. It even has your search history. And this is some of my history that I already pointed out. Please save your data. The currency conversion tool in Excel. Look at this data. USD to Canadian dollars 1.38. To Indian rupee 75. USD to PKR Pakistan rupee 162. So this is the built-in feature that you can easily convert any of the currency from one pair to another. So this is how we do it. Just write the pair USD to Canadian dollar and then go to data and hit stocks. You'll see this icon change right here. Click on the right side and hit price. There you go. You can also add 52-week high that shows 1.47 or 52-week low 1.29. Similarly, you can convert USD to INR. Just hit enter. Do similarly, go to stocks. This is changed. Just like this and drag it down. So USD to INR 75.59. Please like and follow for more. What makes you rich? Employees make their bosses rich. Consumers make the businesses rich. The debtors make the banks rich. Paying taxes make the government rich. And investors make themselves rich. Be an investor.